I almost didn't post this video today, and I'll tell you why. Going on this challenge, producing and just posting a new video every single day for 90 days, originally started with the idea and the intention of honing a message. And over the last couple of days, I've been exhausted, business has been up and down, we're trying a bunch of new things that are unpredictable and uncertain, and my YouTube page is obviously not a massive platform yet, or maybe it doesn't ever happen. That's besides the point. But as I'm sitting here and I'm like experiencing all of this shit, like my body's aching, it's just one of those seasons where it just feels like moving through thick air. I thought about it, I was like, I could end the challenge, I could just give up, I could stop. But I made a public statement, I made a commitment. And even if nobody fucking sees these videos, the fact that I had the opportunity to fulfill on my word and to do and to complete the challenge and then not doing it would weigh on my soul. Because as much as I believe that we have changing desires and changing temperaments, I don't believe in allowing myself to jump to commitments or to say things that I do not mean. Because as I've grown and as I've dealt with and met many people, especially artists and the people that, I was familiar with in that space, one of the things that I resented the most was that you couldn't depend on them. You couldn't count on an individual's word to actually be solid. And I don't want to be that kind of a person. I want to, and I aspire to have a word that when I say something, it means it's going to be done. And so if nobody even sees these videos, but I go through the entire challenge, it's day 14 of 90, if I go through the entire challenge of posting my fucking video along the path of refining the message in this 90-day sprint and getting to the core of what it is that this is meant to be about, I will know that it's complete. And when people come and they deal with me, a common request that I'm asked is to transfer this energy, this ability to speak, or this presence. They say it's energy, they say it's sales, they say it's marketing, they say all these things. But all of that comes from my relationship with self, knowing deep down on a profound level that I did what I said that I was going to do. And so this is one of those things. And I'm excited to, now it's like 11 something, to have got out of bed after a slow day, just like not wanting to do it and hammering this video now. I didn't know what I would be talking about exactly, but I did know what I didn't want to become. It was a person whose word was independable. It was a version of myself looking back, knowing that I bitched out because it wasn't that comfortable and it wasn't certain. And I didn't have, the responses that I would typically look for in order to be super excited about something. And I've shifted a lot of my relationship with progress and work to link more with the doingness as opposed to the havingness, if that makes sense. And so that's what this video is about. It's about the doingness. It's about fulfilling on your word when you don't even have to, when no one's even holding you accountable, and it's just you. So by getting this video done and being able to post again, I gain power. I gain an extra bit of edge. It's the same thing like the daily deposits. Those of you guys who see me doing my push-ups in the morning, posting online, it's not an incredible physical feat. What is the incredible feat is the consistency and the ability to be there on a daily basis. And sometimes I don't excuse me. Sometimes I don't hit them, but I do something else. But I'm always online. I'm always posting something because I believe that underneath it all, there is a power to be had by continuing to do something long-term, even if it is just an inch, even if it is just a post, even if it is just a commitment, a fulfillment. It was something that you have done to move the needle forward where nobody else would. And it makes me feel proud of myself to fulfill in these things. And I'd like you to have that thing for yourself. I'd like you to find whatever it is that you are called to deliver on, that is bigger than yourself, that is not just a self-satisfaction. It is not a decision made in selfishness, but a contribution. And I'll share this, that as I spend more time building my company and I experience more of the lavish things, when I don't feel aligned with what I'm doing for myself, but in doing for myself, doing for others, so personal development and meaningful contribution, if I don't feel aligned with that, a Rolls Royce wouldn't make me happy, billions of dollars wouldn't make me happy, sex and relationships wouldn't make me happy, because at the end of the day, I myself internally would be off. And so it's very much about how we feel about our character, our actions, our behaviors, our vision, our relationship with everything that we're doing, and the perspective that we put on it that affects the way that we appreciate life, whether we do or we don't. And this even came up a bit today, where we're making progress. We're a bit of like a holding pattern, in between negotiations, slow season, years picking up, like it's one of those times. And I didn't really feel inspired by anything going on. Like I went to the gym, it was kind of like flat. It was like, kind of felt like I was just pacing, just killing time. And so I ended up ordering some food and catching up on some content and sort of feel a little bit better. But I realized as my friends are texting me, it's like, we got the solution for you. Come to Colombia. We're going to take care of it. It's like, okay, cool. The feeling that I had inside, even if I went to a place, beautiful women, great food, lavishness, friends who are crushing it, the inner peace would have still been off. And in this particular case, it was that I had lost myself in the work and the details, the laundry list of things that don't end. And I wasn't seeing a light at the end of the tunnel that I really enjoyed. And so in order to get my state back, I zoomed out a little bit and I looked at all of the different things that I'm doing. And I spent a bit of time thinking about what it is that this is for, why I've committed myself to doing these things, why it's actually important to me, so that I can commit myself to the work that I'm doing for others. And this helped tremendously, and it alleviated that feeling of despair, really, that depressed, dark, like flat, uninspired state. And it reinvigorated my relationship with what I'm doing. And so I wanted to share that with you guys, because when it comes to this, the challenges, my work, fulfilling on my word, making deposits online, going to the gym, doing the work, being in service, showing up when I say that I'm going to show up, and all of these things, they have an impact on our perception of self and the world around us. And when we manage that relationship and we do what is necessary to have an outlook on the world and ourselves that actually inspires us and is connected to a bigger picture that is greater than just the parts, we reignite that fire. And even in sitting here now, after contemplating not continuing the challenge, I'm glad that I did, because this is going to live on, and it's going to be another deposit that I get to say to myself and remind myself that when I had the opportunity to quit, I did not. And this is a mindset, a message that you guys are going to be able to take with you guys anywhere, anytime. Marathon runners use it. People in prison stints use it. People who are in business are using it, right? It is the mindset of continuing to go and to hold yourself together and to show up and to deliver when everybody else would fail. There is a value in it. There is a power in it. Just make sure that the path that you've committed yourself to is one that you, looking back on it, would be proud of. And so that's the message that I'm going to leave you with today. I hope you guys appreciate and resonate with this one. Let's make it a 90. See you guys in the next video. Peace.